And we've met a major faction, the Cravers. Personality is militarist, isolation is cruel. You want to avoid them at all costs, basically. So where are they exactly? Not really sure, to be honest. But presumably up there. Ah, there's a ship there, is it? Slicer, that's a combat ship. Okay. So we got two. Oh, that one's going there, is it? Yeah, let's colonize here, I guess. But I maybe should get enough colony ship out to grab that. I'll move that one up there in a second. Okay, so colonize steps. Titanium I could spend, but 25. When does the next outpost come online? So there's 4 turns. So I got 3 turns really to make a decision on whether I spend that titanium before the price goes up. That's not going to come for a while. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 colonies so far, ish, or about to. Right. Oh, I can do an expedition here. That will improve relations by finding that for them. There's Eden Incense, which is extra influence from memory, and there is a resource deposit here. So actually acquiring that has become much more worthwhile now. It's already very worthwhile. That's got 1 movement. I'll wait there this turn for probe, and yeah, let's end the turn. Okay. Singularity expired. Need to refresh that. There's a collection population bonus. We've got up to 10 Riftborn. That mentions details on it, and looks like that needs to be added. Something going on there. So the first collection bonus is extra reaction for the Riftborn industry. So industry events will get more of a boost in the Senate towards that party, I think. There's Nebula down here that's within the Sophon territory by the looks of it. Probe's been finding stuff down there. Right, that's needed to be refreshed. So I do want to do that as well. Let's stick that. Doesn't actually cost any production, so I don't think it matters if you stick it ahead of something. That takes 6 turns. If I put it ahead, it actually takes less. So that's a bit weird, but beneficial. So I'll definitely do that. Let's get movement done. We found a new minor civilization, the Pilgrims. They used to be a major faction in the last Endless Space, but they're minor this time round. Looks like my scout ship has been engaged by a Craver ship. Probably need to be thinking about building a fleet in a bit as well. You can see the pressure trend from influence starting to affect things, but not really worried yet. So that's a pretty minor battle. I'm just going to retreat here. Okay. That's where the Pilgrims were. I'd be surprised if the Cravers tried to... Well, I think the Cravers might not even be able to diplomatically influence miners, so yeah, if the Cravers are near to them, then I doubt another major faction is, so I might be able to grab them at some point. But I think I'm gonna focus on these guys first of all. Right, we've seen that. There's a fluctuation in blue cap prices. Said an increase of blue cap prices. That's a shame. I don't think I would have try to buy a ton of them unless there's a massive amount in here. Yeah, 12 is not enough to get the settlements with. Colony ship has reached there. If I wanted to get it to there, it'd take 4 turns. I think I'm gonna go for it. That transfine extra happiness is really freaking good. Let's go up there. Probably a bit too near to the Cravers for my liking now. Let's send a probe up in that direction. Send it over there. Might want to get another scout out actually. Come over here perhaps. The Doivens we found. There's another mine race up here then. Okay. Yeah, Cravers are definitely up here somewhere. Right, production. Machine. Let's get another one, I think. Right. For the research, yeah, it's gonna. I think I'm gonna pick up that one next. Okay, and hopefully it will be enough to get the extra law and then get the assist in with them, but we'll see. It's probably not going to be. I think they're probably going to beat me to it, but you never know. Okay. They're blockaded there, which means you're behaving a little too nicely. Suspicious. Or maybe you really are one of the good guys. Guess we'll find out, huh? But like, good job. Reserved. Right, so normally the eyes would be going after you, but the South one's quite peaceful. Yeah, the Vodiani on the other hand are threatening towards us. To support the faithful is a great, though expensive task for the church. It seems only right that you help donate. Now I think this may be one of these demands that you can do here once you've got a certain influence, and if you refuse it, then it might automatically mean war. Problem is, there isn't a demand anywhere here. I don't know if I'm supposed to give them money or something, but not really able to. So yeah, I think they might declare war on me next turn. That's possible. In the meantime, I'm going to use that there. So that's worrying, to say the least. Over-colonization and influence elections, we've now got the ability to do. Let's automate the movement this turn. Okay. There's no things to do there, and I should probably get out of the system before the Cravers attack me. What is that? It's normal combat shit. Let's move down there next turn. Is that movement? Okay, that's done in 4 turns. That wonder. Let's end the turn. Right, so that's a nice sight. I think that's a new hero. Another singularity. Let's run out. Come back to that shortly. There's a battle here. I'm going to retreat. Attempts to retreat via an unknown star lane. Could lose this. Luckily I didn't. Okay. Right, let's stick in another one of these. Okay, let's do the automated movement. Nothing blockaded near, luckily now. That's 19 turns. When does this one come in? 1 turn. Right, that's going to be more expensive next turn if I don't do something about it. I need 85 for that, so I can get that next turn. Right, I think I will do the titanium boost on here to get this a bit quicker then. How much of these are we making anyway? +1, next to nothing. That's not good, actually. I really massively lack resources in this game. It could really affect things later on, or arguably is already. It is affecting things already, frankly. So, right, we boosted that. It's going to get it done quicker. Hiroshim's on Viacorus. Have managed to arrive somehow. Okay, got 2 there. Right, there's 2 scouts nearby. Oh, there's more Transvine up there. We found a Craver colony. I've got a probe. Let's send that probe down to there. We found the Graphias system. I probably need to get some more colony ships out, I'm thinking. Let's get that scout ship over there then. Got a probe here. I'm going to use that on that colonizable planet. See more details if you hover over it. There's Transvine here. There's a lot of Transvine up in this area by the looks of it. Okay, let's bring that back in that direction. So I think I should get enough colony. How much? 191. Let's have a look in our ship list. Edit this. Yeah, just take it to 180. Get extra movement. So we can still get in a turn in theory. Let's put that there. So it might mean I lose out on that wonder now by delaying a turn, but it hopefully will be worthwhile. So we got colony ship coming up to there. Or there, is it? Probably want to get one up to there. What's on Graphius? Lava, ash, ash. Right, no one's going to be able to colonize that for a while. There's a lot of lava and ash planets, so I need to get that tech at some stage. Right. Okay, I'm going to take a minute out to update my build list and figure out which hero I want. Okay, so I've added a couple of things in there for those planets to build. The hero I'm going to get is another Riftborn. This one is a Counselor, which focuses on Empire-wide resources as well as diplomacy. It's got 22 points in Governor-related skills, as well suited to being a Governor. And yeah, I want enough Governor. So let's hire them. Okay, and the question is now, where the hell do I stick them? Because the Academy's gone up in levels, this hero has a couple of skill points to start out. So the Riftborn, we've seen those before. It's destined production to start. That's generic, so always the same. At the end, skill thing down there is ecstatic system happiness, so I'm not going to want to take that, for example, on this one, because eventually I'll be able to get that. Production boost down there. Extra money. Right, let's start out with production then. And it's plus 10. Yeah, I think that was probably the best next one as well. Okay. So, where to? Where's my best colony at the moment? Viacorus? I guess. May want to move this a bit later on now. So, Governor. And assign. Confirm. They have a religious political affiliation, which probably isn't one I really want. Right, that's done. We actually get that next turn, who knows? We've got an outside chance of getting this end turn. I think I may have to actually enact a law rather than just get the slot. I'm not entirely sure to complete the quest. Still haven't done this yet. Can't be too long away from getting it, don't need more buildings. Yeah, I think something's going on here. They're aggressive. We did not receive any tribute from your parts. Our two civilizations know their respective positions in the galaxy are stronger than you. So, I'm not really sure. Well, it wasn't a literal demand, but I think they expected me to give them something, which I didn't, so they've gone down relations. I thought it was automatic war declaration actually, but maybe it isn't. Be the first to 8 planets colonized within your empire was achieved by the Horatio, so we actually failed that. I thought I was colonizing pretty quickly as well. So, oh, we've got one of these this turn as well, so let's use that on Viacorus. This quest, have 3 or more active laws in your empire. So, with that, we just unlocked that, so we should have another law slot. Yep. So the question is, what law do I want? So all of a sudden, this being an outside chancelling is becoming more likely. There's dust for approval, which I'm not sure about. That's useless. That's influence. That's influence. That's influence. I don't have much choice here, then, do I? Let's go for the super tax. Brilliant. Faction assimilated, so I nicked them off the Lumeris by doing that quest. Let's show location. We also attained 30 Hyperium for doing that. Research, I should now be able to go back to getting that industry. Then I may want to come here and get a ship finally in a minute, because things are heating up. I've got enough influence to spend on improving relations over here, I think now, so I will actually do that. It's +5. I think this would add +2. Yeah, I probably need to do it. So we need to get to 50 really, that's a crucial amount to get a quest chance. So Mavros and Narline have been assimilated down here. Zoo colony is done. Let's get in one of those. Another Riftborn made. So money went up a lot with that law, but approval went down. It's still happy though, luckily for me. And if we have a look at the systems, it seems a bit buggy. Hopefully it'll correct itself in a bit. Research. What's going on? So we can make that academy building to get heroes a bit quicker. That's new as well in this update. Before it would just allowed you to find where the academy is. Now this is actually worthwhile making always. That for extra influence I definitely need to make on some planets. It's a specialization thing. We got the extra law, like I showed before, from entering a new era. Let's do the automated movements. I'd say the Sylphone capital is probably there. It seems the influence has been reduced a bit in this patch as well. Doesn't seem to be as much as it used to be on endless difficulty. Okay, oh, something which I haven't shown you as well is the new settings up here, which you can see what you picked, and you can even change some things there in terms of time management, should you wish. That's probably useful for multiplayer, that's why they've introduced it. Okay, there's a couple of right, there's a shadow up there. Let's bring it over in that direction. Oh, it looks like there's a miner there, I think. There's a lot of miners up here. So, yeah, colonizing up here, getting these miners seems to be a pretty good idea. Get a Transvine. Colony ship has arrived in the Ares system. Brilliant. Let's colonize this. Okay, to be honest, we're doing pretty well on approvals, so it wouldn't be my first choice for luxury resource, but I can see me perhaps using Transvine as my first resource. That's a bit expensive, and look how much we're earning. That's a big problem actually. I really need to find a planet that gives resources. Luckily our homeworld starts with them. In fact, all of the planets on Homeworld start with them, which I'm not it might be a bug, actually, that. I think it was something mentioned in the patch notes a bit to do with that, and maybe what I was mentioning with the many constellation things as well. There's Hyperion up there, Titanium there. Yeah, all the mine races have resources up there. What's going on population-wise? Right, new Riftborn, and that's done. Eta. So we've got a new colony ship this turn, let's get that out. So I think Zuban, is it? Let's get that up there, get more Transvine. Could get up there as well, should I wish, but I think I'll complete that first. So there's the new Mavros system, which has been blockaded by a minor faction by the looks of it. 4 Mavros here. I could make Riftborn here. Actually, only take 1 turn, and maybe not an awful idea. Wasn't actually planning on doing so, but yeah, you know what, I will. They are rather good. Long term though, Mavros probably will be one of the races I want the most on my worlds. If we come in the population details, sadly I don't have any luxuries to boost the growth of these yet. But I'll be on the lookout for them. Don't know which ones they are in each of those cases. Let's end the turn. Okay, so if we have a look at these guys, their diplomatic relation has changed with us. They're now providing us with a small amount of resources. There's a new minor civilization, the Pistis. These are the guys who started on my home world. Peace treaty, supposedly. Give a bonus to. We just met the United Empire. United Empire welcomes all who embrace its ideals. Not sure if they know of us yet. They are militarist and mercantile. And it looks like we completed that quest as well for extra influence by getting a new population type. So the Pistis are up here. Yeah, there's a huge amount of miners up here, isn't there? Let's do the automated movement this turn. United Empire over there, of course. There's a battle over here against pirates. Hopefully I got more than 60% hit points, because if I don't, retreating will result in death. Ah, no, I don't have hit points more than 60%, so I might as well engage in combat here. I do actually have some hit points, and we haven't seen combat yet, so although this is a crappy battle, I guess I'll show it. The card system that was introduced in the last update is now being renamed as Tactics. Prepare for battle. Welcome to the Advanced Battle Setup, your Battle Command HQ. Here you will manage your fleet, select your tactics, and hopefully outfox your opponent. First off, it's always good to know the physical effects of the theatre where the battle is taking place. Some theatres, like asteroid fields, can make a huge difference to your strategy. Not sure how that's the case yet. I'm going to have to figure out that in a bit. Once you've established the effects of the theatre, the next thing to do is analyse your fleet's strengths and weaknesses against your enemies. Click one of the 4 statistical icons there. Now, to my knowledge, it doesn't actually mention the theatre type here, so you have to actually go to wherever it happens to be. Probably click on here. I think it's supposed to show up on that screen down in the bottom left. Maybe. Asteroids. Let's have a look at that. Oh, here we go. Theatre effects at the bottom. Minus 50% accuracy on long range. Ooh, that's interesting. 25% extra experience on fleet. So there's nothing in that theatre that changed the course of how the combat would play out, but that's really interesting. Let's come back in here then. So if we have a look at the enemy fleets, they are focused on the left side in terms of weapons, which happens to be missiles and guns. So I actually want something that would help with that. If I come out of here for a second, let's go into here and go into the battle tactics. I'm going to want to change this then. I'm going to take that one out to put in the hull plating one. Oh, I can't do it sadly because we're in a combat. So that was a bit of a mistake on my behalf. I should have done that earlier. Right. This is new here. You can see the extra flotillas are unlocked when you reach a certain amount of command points and amount of ships. But we have only got 1 ship. Let's watch this and fight. I'm expecting to lose this. Obviously, at best, I might survive. Almost no hit points there, but I doubt that'll be the case. It's just too huge a difference. I think the scan option's the same as it was before, but now you have the overhead camera, so you can see. This was added in update 3. You can see the directions of each flotilla within the fleet. You can see them firing on each other as well. If I scroll out, we can see in more detail. I think if you scroll in too much, it comes out of this. Yeah, it goes back into normal. Or maybe it doesn't. Okay, so that's my ship there. If I go to free camera, use the arrow keys. They need to add WASD to this, I think, rather than using the arrow keys. Using WASD is a lot easier than using the arrow keys. And it looks like I lost. No surprise. But yeah, some nice changes again in combat, definitely. And we'll be able to see there's a rewatch option now as well, and advanced stats here. We'll be able to see much bigger combats coming later on now. Okay, so that shadow can, well, I've got a probe. Send it to there. Move up in that direction. Gnarling. Okay, so this is hot and sterile. Which I don't. These Mavros get a bonus on hot, so they're well suited to it. Great. I'm going to start with some production. Is it hot and sterile? That's not particularly good for it. There's Hyperium here, actually. That would be really good. So let's get that first. Might want to get happiness. Senior Industrial is made here. Let's get in. No strategics here, so that's not so useful. Let's get the drone. We'll get that in, more production is needed. Oh, that's coming now. I shall get that up to get more influence. Okay. In terms of my plants being culture flipped, I don't think there's any particularly near to the AIs yet in danger. Viacris might be eventually, so I might want to get some influence there. But yeah, we're not really all that near to anyone, luckily. And it's been toned down in this update as well, so it's not much of an issue, or so much of an issue anymore. Right, we completed that wonder, completed the deed, which maybe we got a bonus. The Cravers are threatening us. Pay us tribute or expect retaliation. Once again, nothing here to suggest what they want, but maybe I'll try and give them something, because I don't really want the Cravers coming for me.
We are outcasts in the chaos that is your universe, willing to do anything to save our own.